Okay, temperature is mid-60s, so it's great. Today is 115 miles with 5,500 feet of climbing. Now, in mid-July, he asked me, hey, you want to go out for a 115-mile ride? 5,500 feet of climbing, headwinds all day. I'd say sure. Day 22 of crossing the country, and it just feels like 115 miles and 5,500 feet of climbing is going to be punishment with headwinds all day. We'll see. So we just left the hotel, that's why there's a big bunch in front of us and there's some stragglers behind. Car back. Okay, we are 23 miles into today's ride. The first rest stop was about a quarter mile ahead. We got Bob on the front, John, Fred, Jackie. Behind me is John Newton and Pat Murphy. Weather's probably closer to 70 degrees right now. It's warming up. There's the flag. Slowing.
You gonna roll on, Fred?
Yeah, we're using a 10-9.
I will.
Get back there.
I'll hold it close to get the computer.
It's Fred.
Fred! Okay, leaving the first rest stop, 9 a.m., 23.5 miles. Next rest stop's at 51 and change, I think, or was it 48? The group has been pulling me along at 17.6. miles per hour, 17.6 miles per hour. So far the day's going well. Okay, we're at 49 miles. We are at the second rest stop. how's it going?
Good.
Hey, we're in DeKalb. I don't know if that's Mississippi or Alabama. Mile 77. Here's our lunch. Okay, we're at mile 93.7. The rest stop should be, I think I see the flag up ahead on the right. So almost 94 miles. We're going to 115. So we're gonna have 21 miles after this. I need to get caffeinated. I've been alone for this section between lunch and the final rest stop. Lost in my own thoughts. Today that wasn't such a good thing. I'll do story time later. See the flag. I saw somebody come out. Oh, it must be down the street. There it is. Okay. Ugh. Rough road. Hey. Okay, I'm at mile 95. I've got 20 miles to go to the hotel. We've already climbed 4,864 feet. Apparently we still have another 900 feet to go. So it's still kind of rough. It is hot, but not Virginia hot. It is humid, but not Virginia humid. So here's story time. I graduated college in 1995, and I was working a temporary job when a former roommate called me up, and we got to talking, and he said, "What are you doing? What are you?" And I said, well, I'm looking for a job down in the DC area, because that's where my girlfriend was from, and I was pretty sure she was going to move back there after graduation. And he had one of those, oh, duh moments. And he said, "You should come on down. We're hiring an engineer at the company that he was working at." So I drove down, I think it might have been the next day, interviewed with the company, got the job, drove back to New Jersey that weekend. I think I drove down on like maybe a Wednesday or a Thursday, interviewed on a Friday, drove home Saturday to New Jersey, picked up my stuff, and then moved down to, I lived with him for a couple months till I found a place in Alexandria right next to work. And we were very happy being engineers, learning all we could, getting to play on Unix computers, Silicon graphics machines, selling Pro Engineer. And then later, the company switched over to selling SolidWorks before they shut down that division. So my buddy and I decided we were going to start our own company to sell SolidWorks. And there was supposed to be a third guy, Kevin, and he went to Texas to visit his family, and when he came back he said he wasn't going to join the company. So Paul and I founded a company called Trimex Solutions, and I think we basically spent $3,000 on a laptop to be able to demonstrate the software, and built the company up from nothing. So we started it, and I think it was October or November of '96. By '99, I was starting to have symptoms from my kidney failure, and then 2000 it got worse. And Paul and I were equal partners, 50-50. And we were frequently butting heads on decisions, major decisions about the company. So, with my health failing and the strife that was between us, I figured one of us had to go, and it might as well be me. So, we explored options for selling the company, and in the end, I sold my half of the company to him, and then he merged Trimex Solutions with a company down in, I think they were based out of Richmond. They were called ProTech Engineering, if I recall. But we had a plan to grow Trimex Solutions to be large enough to go public. We just hadn't gotten to that point. And I sold out in 2000. I was getting checks for a couple years. Had a successful kidney transplant. Started doing ultracycling. That kidney failed. I went on dialysis. Got another kidney transplant, and life moved on. Had 4 kids, and just a couple months ago I was perusing YouTube, and I guess the algorithm said, hey, you like engineering videos, check out these engineering videos from Trimex Solutions. There was a deep pang of regret of having sold out at that moment. When I learned that they were an international company, how big they had grown. But that's what was sitting in my mind from lunch to the first rest stop, is going over that decision over and over again. The decision to sell was mine. It was the right one for me at the time. I went on to get my MBA after that. But when YouTube served up those videos, wow, that was a kick in the gut. The company I had founded was now large enough to be international, and YouTube randomly serving me their videos. Okay, so that's what I've been thinking about for the past 15 miles. But I've been caffeinated. Hopefully happier thoughts will come. I guess that's the end of story time. Okay, I think we just passed into Alabama. The road surface changed. That's usually an indication of a different Department of Transportation and their priorities. There's also a county sign back there. We're entering Sumter County. But I don't think we get a Welcome to Alabama sign. It's mile 102. Still got 13 miles to go to the hotel. I see a blinking light ahead of me, so there's a rider ahead of me. Dude, right down the middle of the fucking road. What was that about? Okay, we're at 114.4 miles. We are turning somewhere here for the hotel.